Hello guys, welcome to Miscellaneous UPSC. Today we are going to complete our Indian monsoon system. Okay, factors affecting Indian monsoon system. Right. Till now we have done a lot of parts. Right. A lot of I mean factors affecting Indian system like heating of land, ITCG, next jet streams, and El Nino, Indian dipole. Right. We will be in our slide we will be seeing all those things, and the last thing, that is heating of Tibetan Plateau. That is what we are going to discuss today and wind up this Indian Ocean. You know, right, how complex this is. From our all five parts, we found that Indian monsoon system is not about low pressure and high pressure. It is dependent on a lot of factors, right? So let us see what they are remind. So till now we have covered this thing, right? ITCC shifting southern east winds, that is the winds due to that low pressure formation here, and timeline, that is the monsoon delay, why it is happening due to the jets. Retreating means it happens in winter, right? Like this, wind slow like this, because high pressure forming here. Okay, next, Tibetan Plateau we are going to discuss today. That is influence of tropical easterly jets due to the heating. Okay, next, tropical and subtropical jets. See, these all things we have discussed already. Okay. Okay, let us go into picture. See, this is how already I told you that how Indian monsoon system is not a simple thing. It is very complex. See, these are we already read a lot of factors in this, right? ITCG and next what, El Nino, and Indian dipole. And today we are going to deal about tropical easterly and heating of Tibetan Plateau. Okay, fine. Next. See, first thing we have covered about pressure, how it is affecting heating of land, how it is affecting Indian monsoon system, right? It is create on heating of land will create low pressure on land, right? This is how it attracts wind from sea. That is what happening, right? In summer, this is what happening, right? From ocean we are getting wind carrying vapor, that is moisture, and they are dumping on India. And in winter, what will happen? From north onwards, there will be a retreating of that monsoon, right? Due to high pressure forming here and low pressure forming here. Fine, we have discussed all these things. If you haven't seen that video, please go and watch that video and come to this thing. I have covered four parts. Try to see those things and complete this last part of Indian monsoon system. Okay, fine. Even this we have covered El Nino, and I'm just showing you. I'm just giving you a recap. Okay, and this is Indian dipole system. We have done it in a simple manner, right? 5 to 10 minutes video. Okay, even this we have covered how polar jets, sorry, tropical, subtropical jets are influencing monsoon on India, right? Next, that is last part, last factor affecting Indian monsoon system. Okay, so I have already told you, right? In summer, there is a heating of land. So higher the heating of land, higher is the creation of low pressure due to the expansion of gases, right, from land, right, creating low pressure here. What is gases? Gases means mixture of gases means what? It is air. So air will move up, creating here low pressure and creating high pressure. Similarly, if Tibetan Plateau gets heated intensively, it creates low pressure there. Okay, due to which that winds come here and try to change direction, and high pressure is created near. Here is the Africa, right? There it creates this whole place. It creates what? High pressure. So what we need in ocean? High pressure we need. On land we need low pressure. So even it is affecting our monsoon. This is simple. As a vast land, Tibetan Plateau gets intensely heated during summer. It results in strong vertical air currents, formation of low pressure over Tibetan Plateau. So even this here low pressure is adding on to this India's low pressure. So we are getting add on this low pressure and intense rain monsoon will take place, okay, carrying high winds from ocean. Fine. Next, see, this is this is brought from Wikipedia. Okay, recent observations have revealed that intensity and duration of heating of Tibetan plateau has a direct bearing on the amount of rainfall in India by the monsoons. Means it is acting as a factor. When the summer temperature of air over the Tibet remains high for a sufficiently long time, it helps in strengthening the jet, easterly jet, and results in heavy rains in India. How I already told you how Zs are affecting India, right? Right. Similarly, Zs move like this, right? So if a piece of land is here, so on this place they create high pressure. So on the where there is a upwelling, see, uh, here the curve is up from the ground, right? So it creates low pressure here. Similarly, if they move over India like this, creating low pressure here and high pressure somewhat here, right? So adding on to our monsoon. See, easterly Z does not come into existence if snow over the Tibetan plateau does not melt because this weakens Tibetan heating. This hampers the occurrence of rainfall in India. Therefore, any year of thick and widespread snow over the Tibet will be followed by a weak monsoon and less rainfalls. So I already told when there is a high high heating, it results in what, low pressure. Similarly, there is high ice. I mean, just think about permafrost, which is present in poles, right? That is the reason there we are experiencing high pressure, very very cold. So high pressure. So if there is any snow, it creates in high pressure and hampers our rainfall. That is what these lines are saying. Fine. See, we have covered everything. So from here, low pressure is getting created, and see how high pressure is getting created here. Why this turn has happened? Due to the movement of wind from equator. So they changed path. So in southern hemisphere, that wind deflects to left side. We have covered in which video, Corelli's force video, right? In deflection. If you did not see it, please watch that video and get good understanding over this deflections, how it happening. I have explained in northern sphere, left in southern sphere. Okay, see, that is the reason after crossing equator there is a left side turn deflection of that winds, creating what, high pressure. So here high pressure gets add on, means what will happen, it will result in more intensity. So inversely here creates low pressure and more winds go there, more winds gush there, carrying more vapor. That is what happens. Okay, see how easterly jet forming a dump over India, means there is no pressure over India, but on Pakistan like regions there is a crush on that land, right, creating high pressure and low pressure. So for easterly to present, what we need, there should be intense heating of Tibetan plateau and complete absence of snow. That is the prerequisite of tropical easterly Z. Fine, fine. We have completed everything. Okay, everything of this what, Indian monsoon. Fine, right. So what are the factors? Let us have a quick recap. ITCC, right? El Nino, dipole, land heating, and Tibetan heating, right? Even another thing, jets, subtropical jet streams, and eastern tropical eastern jets. Simple. This is how Indian monsoon system is affected with these factors. Even single thing affects Indian system, there will be a change in rainfall. It may result in, I mean, it will create havoc in India, causing droughts in few reasons. few reasons and creating heavy losses for farmers. So that's the reason farmers are forecasted about this thing before they're sowing. Fine. In our next class, I will be doing how tropical cyclones are formed. Okay, what are the reasons for their formation? Okay, why lot of cyclones form in Bay of Bengal and creating havoc in East Coast? Mostly, you know, right? Whatever tropical cyclone we hear, it will at least create havoc in one state in eastern coast, right? Hudud in Andhra Pradesh, Amphan in West Bengal, right? Similar thing, funny, right? So let us we will understand how these cyclones are formed and who name these names, who give this name. Okay, thank you. All the best.